party till the morning and we'll do it all again.
Hello, hope everyone's doing well. So I'm still in Turkey, still in Istanbul, or we are, and this is the day after the transplant took place. So I've been, and well, what I'll do is I'll run you through the process. I think that's the easiest way of doing it. I wonder if I have got a bipod on this, so maybe I can just set that down. There we go. That's not too bad. It saves me holding it up then. Yeah, that's pretty good. Sorry about that. So yeah, the process. It was a long day yesterday. We got picked up from the hotel, so they provide transport. The Long Hair. What's it called again? Long Hair Center. Yeah. Long Hair Center Clinic. They provide transport throughout the whole thing, and the hotel that I was stayed in, the Gorian, which you've probably seen in the video, I better not touch that, is literally 30-second drive. So they pick you up and drop you off and stuff, but it is literally a 30-second drive up the road. So we got picked up on the first morning. They encourage you to have a good breakfast. Got picked up, taken over to the centre, again 30 seconds up the road from the hotel. They take you into a room, go through like measuring your hairline and stuff. So they've got like a measuring tool, like a laser thing that they do, and they measure it all up. And you have sort of a consultation basically about what you want to get from the transplant, what you're hoping to get, and how many grafts you need and that kind of thing. That probably took half an hour to 45 minutes. I then went in to have the donor area, so the actual extractions of the grafts. So you're lying down on your front. They inject the back of your head probably with about, I'd say, it must have been about 20 injections. Quite painful, and they tell you about it, but it's quite painful, the injection itself, and then it makes you like heart race. So obviously you're already quite nervous anyway. You're laying on your chest, quite uncomfortable with your head in like a little hole, like a massage chair. They bang all these injections in basically, and then like it is painful, I must admit, and I like to think I've got a reasonably high pain threshold, and that was pretty painful. It then took probably, that was up until lunchtime, so I think it was about 2 hours at least, if not 2.5 hours, of having all the grafts taken out. I mean, the actual extraction of the graft isn't painful because obviously they've numbed the area, but that initial 20 injections that you have all around the back of your head is pretty hardcore. So then that took us to lunchtime. I give Charlotte a quick ring. She was over at the hotel, was able to just walk down because it's like a 2-minute walk, 30-second drive, like I said. They put lunch on for her as well, which was quite nice. So we sat and had lunch together. And then when I got taken down by the translator, because there's a translator there that makes it, they're really helpful, really friendly, and yeah, they talk through everything. Like it would be probably a bit of a nightmare if they weren't there, to be fair. The translator then leads you down to have the actual transplants put in now. So that's going into the top of your head, the area that they've marked out. He said, "Oh, it's you're in for a long day. They've looked at the your transplant area where the grafts are going, and they've decided they're going to put in 5,500 grafts, which I think is basically the maximum they can do." When I had the initial consultation, when I sent the photographs of my head in, and we planned this out, I think I was quoted for about 4,000 to 4,500, so it's an extra 1,000 to 1,500. What's good about the Long Hair Center is they don't base it on the number of grafts. They just do it based on what you need. So if you need 3,000, they'll do 3,000. It's the same price as if you need 5,000. They just tailor it for you individually. I guess they're paying the people to do it anyway, so it's just maybe a couple of extra hours for them. But yeah, I thought that was quite a nice touch that I didn't pay for 4,000. They said, well, really, you could do it 5,000, and then you have to pay some extra. It wasn't like that, which was good. He told me it was going to be about 6 hours. It ended up being about 8.5. And it was a really long process. Again, the injections in the top of your head, there was less of them, the local anaesthetic, but it was very painful doing the injections. I mean, the injections were that painful that they asked me if I could feel the actual, like, because it's like a clicky pen where they put the they put the grafts in. At one point I said, "Oh, can you feel any pain?" And I could, but I just told them no, because I was like, the injections were worse than the actual clicking of the graft going into your head. It was pretty bad. Yeah, like I said, so earlier on, I mentioned we left the hotel at 9:30 in the morning. I didn't get back to Charlotte in the hotel. It was about 10:30. We hadn't eaten like a dinner, so we were able to get an app and like a bit like Grab and order some food in. Well, Charlotte did, which was super handy. I definitely recommend taking someone with you. It was a lot easier to have someone here to help you out. But yeah, being in the clinic, and it was like obviously getting later and later and later, and at one point so the first 2 hours they let me have a break and they give me out some like juice and a bit of cake and stuff, so like I guess it's like get your blood sugar back up or whatever. The next session was 4 hours straight, and I was thinking, what on earth is going on? I mean, it was such a long time. And then the last bit was it was about an hour and 20 minutes, so the last bit wasn't too bad. By the end of it, I was like, yeah, I should have just shaved my head and got on with it. Like, literally regretted my choices massively. I'll do an update video. It's going to take about 6 to 12 months for it to fully grow in. I guess if the results are fantastic or really good, and you know, in 6 months' time, I might be saying a completely different thing. I might be like, yeah, it's definitely worthwhile. So I can't really judge it too much on just the experience of that. We'll have to see what the results are like. But yeah, it was certainly a bit of an epic on the day, I must admit. And I you know, I hold my hands up. I was quite close to saying, yeah, that'll do. Like, I don't want any more grafts, because it was like going on for so long. Yeah, very repetitive and uncomfortable. But there we are, the actual grafts going in. Like I said, they numb the area and stuff, so it is only the injections. You get an IV with some antibiotics and some painkillers in. The aftercare has been really good, so they've given me a load of antibiotics and tablets to take. And then this morning we went down, we didn't get picked up till 12 o'clock, again 30 seconds down the road. They talk you through all the aftercare procedure, go through all the shampooing and how to clean it, and you get some like an antibiotic cream that you put in for the donor area, and how to maintain the top. They were looking at selling this like pack where you get like oils and organic shampoos and stuff to wash your hair. It was about the same price as what it is back in the UK. I didn't end up buying it. I'm going to order one online. It was down to the fact that if I paid on card, because I didn't have any cash on me, they wanted like $300 for it. Didn't have the cash, so I'd have had to pay on card. And then they said that the government added a 20% fee if you pay by card. So yeah, I just thought, well, I'm not doing that then. We found a website already where we can get it for similar, if not slightly cheaper. So that's that. They provide you with like, I think it's over here. So just get over. You get like a pack of shampoo, and like a cleaner for the first 10 days. You get like a neck pillow. They've given me this cool headband to reduce the swelling, and a load of sort of like what's basically like puppy pads to put on the pillow so you don't get any mess on your pillow, and obviously it protects your head. So yeah. Oh yeah, and the big reveal, how much did we pay? Better include that. So, yeah, drop my phone. So it was 2,500 euros, and that included the hotel, all the transport, the procedure, and the aftercare products and the medication, everything, all in 2,500 euros. I'll work that out for you now. My phone will let me in. Let's have a look for you. So, in today's money, 2,500 euros. Oh, that's not right. £2,170 that works out if you get a perfect exchange rate, which you probably won't, so round it up, maybe 2,200, which yeah, I thought that's pretty good. When you shop around, obviously you don't want to find the cheapest you can possibly find. I think this is probably mid-range, round about what you would be looking to pay, and yeah, I'm happy that I paid that sort of money. Hopefully it'll be worth it, and we'll see the results. How did you find it, Miss Carter?
I was really stressed. So the reason being, I left Gary at lunchtime, and the translator told me he'll be about 6 hours. And obviously Gary just said the break was longer than he expected, so I started panicking because I thought Gary doesn't go an hour without having a wee. I didn't hear from him, so I was ready to march over there and go and see where he was, and then he messaged, so I was a bit worried that something had happened and they couldn't get hold of me. So I was just stressed and worried where he was. I just wanted to be in there, but I was waiting here, so.
You wouldn't have really wanted to sit in there for...
No, there wasn't a lot to do in there. There wasn't any Wi-Fi, and it was a bit... Well, it's a clinic, so it's just quiet and white and nothing to do, so... But I'm glad I came. I wouldn't have wanted you to go on your own.
Well, there you are. There you have it. Oh, I suppose I might as well show you my head as well. I'll just do a little sweep over. I'll be a bit careful.
Show them the back.
That's all right, I'll do it. And that's what it looks like afterwards. So there we have it. And I've got this cool bandana to stop the swelling, or reduce the swelling. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you found it useful. And yeah, we'll do a little thumbnail, and then we'll see you in the next one. Any comments, questions, suggestions, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Pop us a comment if you need to know anything. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video. And yeah, we'll see you soon. Take it easy.
Wake up, party till the morning, and we'll do it all again.